Okay. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm.
Blessings from God, blessings from God, blessings from God. Blessings from on high. Blessings from on high. Blessings from on high. Blessings from God, blessings from God, blessings from God. Blessings come from on high. Blessings come from on high. Blessings come from on high. Blessings from God, blessings from God, blessings from God. Yeah, you are the air I breathe, and you mean the world to me. And I don't know where I would be without your blessings upon me. Never thought I'd find a love so real. Never thought I'd find a love so true. Never thought I'd find a love so pure. I found it all in you. Blessings come from on high. Blessings come from on high. Blessings from God, blessings from God, blessings from God. Blessings come from on high. Blessings come from on high. Blessings come from on high. Blessings from God, blessings from God, blessings from God. I praise you, Yah, for all you've done. I can't explain the life I come from because of all your grace and time. I know my blessings come from on high. Never thought I'd find a love so real. Never thought I'd find a love so true. Never thought I'd find a love so pure. I found it all in you. Blessings come from on high. Blessings come from on high. Blessings come from on high. Blessings from God, blessings from God, blessings from God. Blessings come from on high.
Welcome, family. Shalom, shalom to everybody. See some really good people in here. Hey, Elder. So good to see you. Hi, Tareen. And Artie Be Fresh, Lord Maul, Love and Peace. My RBL30 and my Mugabe. Oh, my soldier right there. Sharon Jones, Black Soldier, Huey, Khalid X, Thaddeus, Wendell Brown, Kathy, Maurice, M. Cook, D, Annie K, Shelley W, Dark Void, Mr. Parking Lot. Hey, how you doing? Black Magic. All right, Mother Nature, Rainmaker, Randy T, Nubian, Maurice. I said Maurice. The Vanguard. Dead Space. I don't think I'm familiar with you. Yoruba Gary. Mr. Goodwine TV. Celano, Logan, Jamal Bay, Lise Martin, Lovely Queen, Cortez Miller, Sheila Moore, Whirlwind Fire, Jazz King, Darlene Freeman, Sunny, Neo Beta. All right, Sheldon. All right, D Harp, Black Child Power. I don't want to miss anybody. So if I missed anyone, shalom to you. Shalom, family. Okay, this won't really be long. I know we had talked about doing apps, but I just want to say, you know, that somebody made a profile using my name, but it's not me. You know what my profile looks like. So if they happen to be out here causing chaos, just ignore it. I was kind of tipped off by it when I put up one of my videos and I got a message from Sarnetta. And I was like, why would I get a message from Sarnetta? I'm not even subscribed to Sarnetta. So when I looked at the message, it said, I'm on to you, bitch. And I know damn well that didn't come from Sarnetta. So when I clicked, hi Cap, when I clicked into the profile, it had no videos. And I knew instantly, you know, my profile, and then Tareen Rain put in a message saying that there were several people that had their profiles duplicated. So I'm convinced at this point, because it's been flagged multiple times, this is a YouTube, the channel is gone. Okay. It took them a long time to get that down. So But if you know of the links of the other imposters, because I think there's one for Radical Home Goddess, Tareen Rain, one, LVZ. I know there's one for Sarnetta and myself. You know, I don't know who's doing this, but I know Lord Maul said he think it might be that reality temple guy. I don't know why he would do that with my profile, but who knows? I don't know. I seriously don't know who these, this person is, but they seem to have done it to multiple Black channels. So, obviously it's somebody that want to go out and put messages and try to impersonate us and get division started. That's what it appears to me, but just disregard it. Well, that music was the sounds of Sinai, and they are actually out of Israel. That's the Benjamin group that lives over in Dimona, Israel. And they've done a couple of albums, and I'm telling you, every song on there is great. Really good Hebrew music. So, I'm not going to worry about it. If they crop up with the second channel, then we'll do what we need to do. But you just know that it's not me. Right. Mansa, it is divide and conquer. That's absolutely right. Okay, so we're just going to come back together, and I'm going to provide you with Antonio's email address so you can get in touch with him and let him know if you do want an app. I mean, is there anybody in here that's interested in doing an app for iPhone or Android that have a good idea? Is there anybody in here that's interested in doing the app? Just let me know, yes or no. Okay, I see one yes from D. Anyone else? Okay. Okay, Nehemiah, that's good to know. Okay, it's something that we discussed during the last hangout, and some people were interested, and I'm going to provide you with an email. And Nehemiah, if you want, I don't know what you charge as far as rates are concerned, but I do have a little more detail about Antonio, who also knows how to write apps. So, I mean, if you want to generate business for yourself, Nehemiah, what you will have to do is provide us with an email so the people can get in touch with you and tell you what they want and, how much you actually charge for your work. All right, I'm going to provide you with his email. This is the email, y'all, so make sure you copy that email. That's Antonio Rahim. All right. This is the person you want to get in touch with. And just let him know what you want. Now, another thing that you would want to do is you need to create a logo for your business. There are a lot of free apps, or even you can go online and create a logo for yourself because he's going to ask you for one. So you want to create one, and then you want to send that to him. But just get in touch with him and let him know exactly what type of app that you want. Because I know many of us are looking to get into Black businesses. And this is a great time to get into one. Nehemiah, if you also do that type of work, what you're going to have to do is provide us with an email. That way people can get in touch with you. I don't care if 2 people are working on this. I really don't. Well, first of all, Roy Moore is just he's just a pedophile. He's a pedophile. You know, there are malls in Alabama that he's not even allowed in because he used to go into the malls and try to pick up 13-year-old girls. And his wife just came out with some stupid speech talking about they have black and Jewish friends and some nonsense. I wasn't even paying attention to that. You know how many times we heard that garbage from these devils? Are you kidding me? Yes, you can create there's many free online applications that you can use to create a logo, or you can even download a logo maker on your device, on your smartphone or your tablet, and create one that way. And as far as that that Keaton Jones, as far as I'm concerned, he got what he deserved. I don't feel his tears don't move me. I knew he was full of shit the moment I saw him. Do you know how you look at somebody and your spirit just tells you something ain't right, or they're just not telling you the truth? That's how I felt the moment I saw him. I was like, this kid is lying his ass off. And then when I later found out he was calling the other kids nigger and stuff, I wish they would have beat his ass. They should have jumped him. No, his tears is because they retaliated on his ass. That's why he was crying. He wasn't bullied. His ass, nobody was bullying his ass. And no, I was not moved by his tears. And all these Negroes out here, celebrities that gave their money to this little racist in the making, they got what they deserve too. I don't feel sorry for them. How the hell you gonna give this little crying devil your money? Exactly, lovely queen. He does. He needs his ass kicked. You know, no, I was not moved by his tears at all. As soon as I saw him crying, I knew I was listening to a load of bullshit. But you know what, Angola, when celebrities are not going to be our way out of liberation. They're not. Celebrities are in it for their big bucks. They're not in it for the Black community. Whatever money they give, it's a tax write-off. They're not in it for us. So our way out of oppression will never be through any of these celebrities at all. And, you know, I don't look for that. I don't look for any salvation through celebrities. Yeah, that's how I feel too, Sharon Jones. Yeah, but you know what? And I agree with a lot of what everybody said. When it came down to Tamir Rice, LeBron James claimed he didn't know who he was. But you know, you notice how fast he found out about who this kid was and didn't hesitate to jump in and help. That's why I don't feel sorry for any of these Black celebrities getting screwed over. They got just what they deserved. You know how many Black kids get bullied in school around this entire country? Many. Many. And see, I did not get bullied a lot in school because, see, I was the kind of person that would fight back. So when somebody tried to step up and bully me, I was ready to throw down. I got into many fights growing up, getting, all you got to do is get the leader and beat the hell out of them, and the rest of them will leave you alone. Right. You're talking about the little black girl that committed suicide. Exactly. So many of our kids have fallen, and so many of them get up every single day and get bullied in school, not to mention mistreated by these racist white female teachers that are dominating all the teaching positions in the black community. But I'm glad the kids came forward and told how he was the one, calling them niggers. I'm glad that all came out. No hillbilly mother of his, she don't deserve nothing. I think the last I heard, hi Radical Home Goddess, how you doing, Queen? Um, the last I heard, I think the GoFundMe was suspended. I hope they return everybody's money back to him and she doesn't get a dime. She don't deserve one red cent. Yeah, S-Mac, celebrities are sellouts, but they always have been. They always have been. I don't follow celebrities. I don't see the point in following them. I really don't. They don't do anything. We're just making them rich, but they're not reaching back to help too many people. You might hear about them getting some publicity about helping this person and that person and sending money somewhere. But see, they won't do stuff without publicity all around them. And you know, that right there should tell you something's not right. Thank you, Ancient Melanin. Yeah, yeah. It's actually Snoop was one of the first people to come out. He sure was. Well, it would be nice if some of them would step forward and at least say, look, give me my money back. I'm not giving your little brat nothing. Yeah, Sheldon, I heard it was close to 60,000. Well, it's really, their tears aren't worth anything. It's just that when things happen to them, they know, you got to look at it this way. They own the media. So if something happens to one of them, they can get the word out right away because the media is not owned by them. It's not owned by us. It's not. I know we do pretty well online in getting the word out. We've done pretty well, but you got to look at it this way. Yeah, they can make a big deal out of his crocodile tears because they own the media. Oh, Rihanna retracted her support. Good. Well, good to see somebody did. Okay, Kashmir G, I see. So I did hear it got suspended. So, I hope she doesn't get one dime. They don't deserve nothing. Oh God, M. Cook, please say it ain't so. Hi, Nicole. Please say it ain't so. No, they never care about us, black man. They never care. Like I said, our kids get bullied all the time. All the time. I know, J Dog. I've been trying so hard to get to 1,000, and I'm still not there. But that's okay. I'm going to keep pushing it until we reach that goal so that I can give all of that money to Daryl. I look forward to that day where I can push all that money to him. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. A lot of them are like that. But as you can see, they teach their kids to be racist and say racist things, but it's very clear they don't teach their kids how to deal with the backlash. You saw what happened. He just fell apart when things didn't go so smoothly for him, and the kids ended up turning on him. See, they don't know how to handle the backlash, just like their adult parents don't know how to deal with it. Yeah, but I'm not surprised about their background. She's one of many. One of many. Boy, it's windy out here tonight. I don't know where you are, but in New Jersey, it is windy as hell. No, no, the adults can't deal with it either. And a lot of times when they can't talk their way out, they do the white woman thing. They start crying. Right. The radical home goddess, they do. They believe in fairy tales. Well, African goddess, they're not. They're going to honor their contract. They're not going to go to that extreme. That's why I'm saying our liberation will never be through celebrities or singers or anyone like that. Yeah, well, Nicole, I was kind of your sit-in because you weren't feeling well on Sunday. I didn't mind. I actually had a very good time sitting on the panel, but I know you were under the weather, and I sure hope you're feeling better. No, no, and you know what, Duma S, they don't like being ignored. They hate being. If we start ignoring them more often, this will just damn near kill their asses. Well, DL Hughley didn't even make any common sense. Now he's saying, "Oh, I know the mom is a racist, but that don't mean that you shouldn't help the child." That doesn't make any sense. If the mom is one, you can best believe those children are one too. So I don't even want to hear from him. I kind of tuned him out lately. Please, I mean, look, I I see how these people operate. They're full of shit. I'll never forget they were giving out awards in the office based on performance, right? And they had this little white girl in there, and she was just like a clerk, right? Guess what they gave her an award for? They gave this girl an award because she ran off some copies at a copier. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding?" She got a, that's why I'm saying it's you got to see the fakery for what it is. You got to see the fakery for what it is. But I don't even let that stuff bother me because it's to be expected, y'all. Mm, all right. It's to be expected. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to unban him now. But we can't really worry about them, and I'm not concerned about being um I'm not concerned about their children. Let them worry about their kids. But it just upsets me how many of the black celebrities came front and center when it came down to this white kid and his tears. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? They were very quick to run to his rescue. Oh, wow, Sheldon, I didn't even know he defended George Lopez. This is the first. See, I don't really listen to him. I've listened to him a few times here and there, but yeah, I had no idea he defended George Lopez. So that says a lot about him. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know who created those fake channels, but some people said it looks like the making of that reality temple guy. But see, I'm not that familiar with him to know what kind of patterns he has. Some of you might, know a little more about that than me because, I've only been making YouTube videos since the spring. And some of y'all, you've been around for several years and probably a little more than I do as far as being exposed to him. Hi, Dwayne. I reported that channel. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't listen to him, but I did hear from several people that he trolls people. And this is some of the things that he does. So I don't know. I don't know why he would troll me. I really know very minimal about him. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about seriously, I do not care about that kid. You see, I haven't even made a video. I seriously do not care. That reality temple is a troll. Okay. I believe you. Like I said, but I don't know who he is, like some of y'all do. Please. Once I saw the picture of the family, I knew I knew everybody was wasting their time making donations, and I'm serious about that. It looks like he was born with a cleft palate. When you look at his face, you can see those type of deformities in it. Like he was born with that cleft palate and had the lip corrected. That's what he looks like. Yeah, an inbred. You're right about that, Rhoda. Yes, Mr. Lawrence 7777. I know about that little black girl that committed suicide. Yes. And no celebrity came forward. I mean, that's a disgrace. Yeah, he does look like an inbred. Quasimodo. See, Yellow, you are a trip. Yeah, all of the siblings are ugly as far as I'm concerned. I'm like I said, I'm not. Hi, Mr. Lawrence. No, I'm not impressed. I wasn't even impressed when I saw the first teary-eyed video. Like I said, just my feeling, I just my spirit told me he was full of shit. Yeah, he's an ugly kid. And it's usually the ugly ones and the fat ones that are racist. Go figure. It's always them ugly ones that are racist. I can imagine what it was like when them kids came back at him. Like I said, he probably didn't see that coming. He thought he was going to call them niggers and all would be good, you know? Oh, I don't know, black man, but I took the block off because I know you're okay. Um, yeah. I don't follow celebrity Sharon Jones because, like I said, in all the decades that I've watched celebrities, I have never seen not one make a big effort in trying to help us get away from all this oppression. And I have to tell you, that says it all. All the years I've been on this earth, I have never seen them make any attempt to do it. They're more concerned about their contracts and what people think, and they're not going to go all the way. You know, you might see them doing a few gestures here and there. Colin Kaepernick is probably a rarity that I have seen all through the years. The average celebrity will not give up their career to fight for their people. They just simply won't do it. Oh, welcome, Sister Sheila. Yeah, that kid is ugly. I mean, let's face it, that's an ugly kid. Zimbabwe is such a sad and pathetic story. I just, you know, they planned that out for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. They planned that out behind the scenes for a long, long time, you know. And the sad part is we are so disconnected from Africa that we can't even stand up and shut this damn government down. We're so disconnected from the motherland. You know, it should, you know, when the West did this, it would have been nice if we had a counterattack. But we are just so disconnected from the black people there, it's not even funny. And it's sad. You know, they done prop the white people there above the black people that are really the natives of the land in Africa. And this president think he did the right thing. So believe me, he's getting paid a lot of money from these Western nations to let those white folks have that land back. Believe me, he's getting paid very well. Well, yeah, he's planted. You're right, Mr. Lawrence. He's a plant. He's a plant. The West, you know, you notice when Mugabe was overthrown, he was in South Africa. That was all planned. Listen to me, it was all planned. They got that man out of the country before the military made its move on Mugabe. Okay? What do you think about the people calling it Aboriginal Americans? Well, what I think about that is as long as we are under the system of white supremacy, it really truly won't matter what we call ourselves. And that's the truth. It's not going to get you out of this oppression, whether they call you Aboriginal or Black or anything else. Our main goal is to overthrow the system that we're under. And then we can worry about labels after that. You know, actually, the whole Arab world is upset about what Trump did, Black man. You know, declaring Jerusalem as the capital because they're all after that piece of land. You know, the Arabs, the Jews, and the Palestinian. They're all fighting over that piece of land in Jerusalem. And that's what's happening. Oh, yeah, we are the original people of the earth. There's no doubt about that. But what I'm saying is we can say those things, but as long as this white supremacist system is in place, that's the one thing we have to fight. And it has to be fought globally. Now we can fight it here at home, you know, but the sad part is it's not just Zimbabwe that's sitting around with a bunch of coons. You can't lose sight that we got too many over here too. Yeah, so am I. I have not stopped being pissed off since I did that article yesterday. When I realized he had already done the deed, he already gave the land back to these undeserving thieves, because that's what they are. They're thieves. Well, you can best they're all in on it. The Europeans and even America, they're all in on the overthrow of Robert Mugabe. All of them are. They don't want to take that land away from the people that don't deserve it. And that's the truth. Hi, Ron J. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw the protests in South Korea also. Absolutely. You got to understand a lot of these people that are protesting do business in these countries. That's very true, Decent. We don't deal with our coons, and that's been a huge problem. And another part of the problem is we need to protest these coons. And what I mean is when they come on social media, if we were united, we would let them know, I don't care what coon you put on TV, we are never going to watch them. We're not going to listen to them. We're not going to conform to their ways. You're wasting your time waving the coon in front of us. You know, they put these coons in front of us hoping that it's going to influence the rest of us. And it's simply not working. If you don't think like a white man or white woman, if you're Black and you don't think like them, you're never going to be on TV. Never. They only want a certain type of Black person. And that's your soft, non-threatening coon, somebody that's not going to challenge white supremacy. That's the kind of person they want to put on TV. And personally, I don't care. I don't give them TV ratings anyway. I I got TVs in my house that rarely get turned on. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about Roland Martin. But see, he done cooned out too. So, he did put some good content on here and there, but he was still a very much a coon. Well, they're not reproducing, so it's only a matter of time. They're going to have to come falling down. If you can't reproduce yourself, that's a huge problem. We need an army of people. Not only that, we need our army, ladies and gentlemen. When these coons come out and they make us look bad and they're propping up white supremacy, we need to be going to their accounts and shutting them down. Seriously, we need to go to their accounts and shut them down. Twitter account, um, YouTube account, we just go right to them, right? Even as they're talking on TV, we go right to it and shut it down. Gloria Steinem made a comment a few days ago. She said black women are more feminist than white women. And I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you the ones that came up with feminism and start marching in the streets because of the way your man is treating you? Do you know they're trying to put that on black women now? She said black women are even more feminist than white women. They are literally trying to flip the game on us, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, let me see if I can pull that article up so you guys can see it. I almost lost it when I saw this. See if I can find what she said the other day. I can't find it now. All right, here we go. Let me see if I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see this. All right. Let me show this article to you. Do you see this? Gloria Steinem says black women have always been more feminist than white women. And I know damn well that ain't true. We did not even come up with the feminist movement. And if you remember, it goes all the way back to the women's suffrage movement. And that was white women that did that shit. And as far as all the women lib stuff, that shit came from white women. Do you see how she's trying to shift the entire movement of feminism onto black women? You see what this bitch is doing? Gloria Steinem says black women have always been more feminist than white women. And the article goes on and says the same thing. And she talks about black activism and everything. And she's literally putting the whole legacy of feminism on black women. I kid you not, ladies. You can't see it? Yes. But did you see? I'll show. You should be able to see it because I am sharing my screen. But yeah, she's putting feminism on black women, the whole thing. No, none of those movements came from us. Not even the NAACP. That shit didn't come from us either. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, she actually is one of the mothers of the movements, especially back in the 60s. But I'm just saying, I'm just showing you how she's trying to conveniently shift the blame of feminism off of the white woman and put the whole thing on black women. You know, but see, this is how they slowly change history. So, you know, it's up to us, black women, to give pushback on this mess because we didn't start no feminism. We were dealing with our own oppression and racism. We weren't concerned about, if you go back in our history, nobody was concerned about feminism, but we were concerned about all of the oppression and everything that we had to live through. Our women were not worried about that. You can go back to the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. We never put feminism in the forefront. Hi, Khalif. But no, that did not come from us. The white woman was not being treated right by her man, and she took her fight to the streets of America. Okay, so all of that feminism and everything came from them. It did not come from us. But this is, like I said, this is another attempt to rewrite history at our expense. And see, they're going to keep doing this kind of stuff because we have not fought back hard enough. Oh yeah, they've always fought within their group. They're not as together as you think. Right, Sheldon. They did. You know, they were upset because um, blacks got voting rights before the white woman, and that's where it all stemmed from. But I can assure you, we didn't come up with no damn feminism. She's full of shit. How the hell could we lead feminism in this country when the country was discriminating against black people? If they're discriminating against us, do you really think they're going to take any movement from black women seriously? Yeah, Amber Phillips, I don't know what the hell her problem is. I just conclude that she must have been done wrong by maybe some black men around her in the past, and now all black men are no good. They're part of rape culture. You can clearly tell she has some serious, serious issues with men. She needs to settle that within herself and stop projecting her problems onto the entire black community. So that's where I stand on that issue. And that's exactly what she's doing. You know, obviously the woman is dealing with a lot of serious issues that she needs to settle. And just how she interacts with black men, I saw some of her responses to black men when they came at her for making that statement about them being the big part of rape culture. And she was almost like taunting the black men and laughing and, you know, making mockery out of them. And that's a huge problem. That tells me this woman got some serious problems. She just straight up don't like black men, and it's very obvious. I don't know. I don't even know why Roland Martin put somebody like that on his program at all. I don't understand why he would even put somebody like that on. That woman is sick. She got issues. She need to get her life together before coming out public having some opinion like that. Yeah, she something's wrong with her. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I looked at some of her Twitter posts. Something is seriously, there's something wrong with that woman. Something's wrong with her. You know, she ain't wrapped too tight. She ain't all there. You know, I don't know what happened in her life, but like I said, she needs to stop projecting that onto the entire black community and go deal with her problems. Shut the hell up, get out of the public life and spotlight and go deal with your problems. Yeah, she is a lesbian. You know, that just this woman, she's all screwed up. You know, and in the fact that she don't speak on what these white men have done sexually to black women. And she's just going straight for black men. And, you know, like I said, this woman is dealing with a whole set of issues. There's something clearly wrong with her. I can just tell even when she just from things she say, just that whole thing. She psychologically, this woman is jacked up. And she really should not be given any platform anywhere. But the sad part is because she's speaking against black men, they're going to keep her in the spotlight. I don't know. I don't know if it's daddy issues, but she definitely got some issues against black men. Definitely. It's very obvious. And she, like I said, she needs to watch herself bashing on black men like that. You know, this woman, she's gonna she's gonna be living her life with a lot of problems. Yes, yes, Nicole, absolutely. You did a really good video on her. Yeah, you know, Artie B. Fresh, my fear is that somebody is going to give her a huge platform for her to really just cut the throats of Black men. You know, when they see anybody that speaks against our, especially our men, they're going to give her a platform. You can best believe the enemy has already seen her and heard her. I don't know. You know, M. Cook, her family could be the very ones that messed her up in the first place. You just never know. We got to come for her, Sharon Jones, especially if they give her a bigger platform to speak against Black men. Then we have no choice. We gotta go for her. You know, it's time for Black women that don't feel that way to stop sitting in the background and letting somebody like her get away with that kind of stuff. Well, the problem is with somebody like her, you know, they get on these platforms, and just like Paris Denard, they get on these platforms and speak the way they do because as of yet, when they speak against the Black community, there's no consequences. We have not put consequences in their face, and that's the problem. We've gone too long without showing these people, if you continue to speak against us, you will be facing some consequences from the Black community. We haven't done it hard enough. Like I said, we're going to have to reprogram ourselves and start fighting dirty just like everyone else. Oh, Paris Denard is a disgrace. Plus, a man named Paris. I mean, that pretty much says it all. Well, what we need to do is shut down their platform. So if they're online bashing, then we combat that. We combat those accounts so that they don't stay online trashing our people. Because believe me, they're not just doing this on TV, they're going on social media and stabbing our people in the back. Yeah, Paris is Stephen from Django. You're right about that. Yeah, Cap, that guy is sweeter than most women. I'm serious. Well, too many of them got the mindset of white supremacy, but you know what don't they fail to realize is they'll kick a coon to the curb just as fast as they'll kick a rebel to the curb. Once they get done using them up, they're going to kick Paris to the curb and all of them. You know, really, they don't want any of these people. You know, they only bond with them because they're speaking against us. I know, I noticed that too. Artie B. Fresh, his lisp. Yeah, I mean, all of the coons need to be checked. They actually had Charles Barkley on, I think Don Lemon had Charles Barkley on talking about um, Roy Moore. And I'm like, that's another one. Again, a coon. He's married to a Becky. And so they don't care about him having the spotlight and the mic. And they're satisfied with that. That's okay. We charge back. You know, M. Cook, never let anybody know what your weakness is. His weakness is colorism. He is so weak over his dark skin. you know, and me, I happen to believe dark skin is beautiful, but he is so sensitive about his dark skin. Man, once you let people know what your weakness is, that's his biggest flaw. He let the whole world know where he's weak. No, we've been using coon for centuries. I mean, that's not a new word. Well, I mean, coon has been around for a long time. That's even written in history. That word is written into history. I mean, it's just another way of describing your sellouts. Yeah, it is a waste of melanin, but unfortunately, the problem with us is we never dealt with these people like we should have. Too many coons are allowed to thrive among us, and that's been an ongoing problem. Believe me, even when I was going to grade school, there was a boatload of coons all around there too. So they've always been around. And the worst part is the coon think he can't be touched. He or she can't be touched. Right. They should always feel uncomfortable, especially when dealing with us. Once they take that sellout route, they should never be comfortable with coming back to the Black community again. No, they should never be made comfortable. I definitely agree with that, Queen Radical Home Goddess. They should never, ever, ever feel comfortable. Trump is a disgrace. I just, that man, the whole world is laughing at that man. Oh, Craig J, I got them too, and it makes my stomach turn. I just don't deal with them. I try to minimize my conversation with them. You know, sometimes when I get on a roll talking, I even got a few, you better not let them white folks hear what you saying. Get the hell out of here. I don't give a damn about what these people hear. I don't care. But yes, I have some in my family like that too. I don't care what them stringy haired dogs got to say. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you know, many of the coons are in what they think is survival mode, but there is no surviving as a coon. You know, they're not even looking at the bigger picture. But see, the problem with the coon think they figured out white supremacy or figured out a way to survive in white supremacy, but they will soon find out there is no survival mode in this system. They will be taken down just like anyone else. Well, yeah, see, the coons are the ones that'll keep telling you you can trust the enemy. Oh, they got some friends. Oh, I got white friends. I got white friends. Like that's supposed to mean something. Yeah, and that's another thing. They look down on us like we're disgusting. And that's where I got a problem with Amber. I watched how she was interacting with black men on Twitter, and she talks to black men like they're disgusting to her. Like these men are totally disgusting to you. I don't, yeah, whatever. You're rape culture. You're disgusting. I mean, what was the other guy? Kevin Martin. Look at how he keeps talking about the black community. I'm like, you fool. Do you own a mirror at your house? They too. Okay. The coons keep acting like they are something different from the rest of the black people, and they're nothing different. No, 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 no. I'm talking about the one that was on Roland Martin. Yeah, exactly, J Dog. That's how we have to come back at them. You flag her Twitter account wherever she's active on social media, you flag those accounts. Yeah, personally, the true royal family, I just think she just in general just hate men. She really does. She doesn't like any man. So she's going to use her platform to talk against men, but especially black men. I know LVZ has been going in on her big time. He's been really going at her. But that is upsetting. How do you get on TV and try to say black men are responsible for rape culture in America? That is, oh man, the lowest of the low. Sheila Moore, we do whatever we have to do to let her know that we don't appreciate what she's doing. That's the only thing we need to be concerned about. Like I said, when these coons get on the roll, we don't push back enough, and we really should be. No, we black men are not responsible for rape culture in America. Are you kidding me? No, yeah, yeah. I was really upset with him back when he had Umar Johnson on there. Whether you like him or not, he brought on a whole panel of black people to go against him. And that was that was so wrong. I may not agree with everything about Umar Johnson, but that was pretty low what he did. FA 11234. First of all, that I don't care about black feminism. We never had no history of ever needing feminism. That's the one thing we absolutely don't need, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Victoria Burke, yeah. Yeah, I actually saw TBA's video on Roland Martin. It is good. His videos are usually very good. Yeah, and then he's dancing with Hillary of all people. Yeah, I mean, that's how we were. We weren't, I mean, my mother was like that too. She always had my father's back. And I don't remember her worrying about no being some damn feminist in the household. I don't recall that at all. I mean, my dad worked, my mom stayed at home. And, she had a few part-time jobs, but most of the time, she was really at home taking care of myself and my brother. And that's the way it was. I never heard her worried about no damn feminism. No, she actually did not like them deep, New Deep. She didn't like them at all. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got coons in my family. I got some that are such deep into their coonism that if you close your eyes or you blindfolded yourself and listen to them talk, you wouldn't be able to figure out whether there's a black or a white person. No, when my mom had friends over, her all of her friends were black. They were all black. There was never no white woman sitting up in this house. There were always her black friends that she had or my aunts, but no, there was no white woman with her ass up in here at all. Not at all. Oh, I believe he's going to win. I believe Roy Moore is going to win. But that just go to show you how bad the climate is in America, where a pedophile can run for office and win. Yeah, well, Oliver King, that's why we don't support them. Seriously, when you see celebrities are not supporting us, you don't support them. That's what you do. You don't support them. When you see them do that, don't be afraid not to support them. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Annie K. He's going to win. I have no doubt about that. He's going to win. I guess that's what they think calling America great again, letting a pedophile win. Yeah, I'm sure they are rejoicing, but I'm not surprised. I was expecting him to win. It is Alabama. Okay, we got to consider where this is. This is Alabama. I mean, if don't be too surprised. Look, they got Mr. Grab him by the pussy in the White House, so they'll vote for the pedophile too. Oh, wait until he starts chasing around them interns, Q Congress. Wait until he's up there chasing those interns around, them high schoolers that are there taking internships. And no, I don't think the race is over yet, Shelley W., but he's probably more than likely will win. He's going to win. Well, there's a reason why the Most High tells us not to go in the way of the Gentiles and just don't do it. Stay away from them and all their madness. Yeah, I thought he was decent. I thought he was either 70 or 71. I know he's up there. Him man claiming he's a billionaire and eating like peasants, right? Big Macs. I'm not surprised, Jacqueline Thomas. I'm not surprised they're blocking black people. They have always done some type of trickery when it comes down to black people voting. That's why I know our population is way bigger than what they're telling us. If we were such a little teeny group, it wouldn't make any sense to keep obstructing black people from voting. We're not big enough to make an impact. The fact that they're blocking us tells me we are big enough to make an impact. That's why they're doing it. Yeah, 12 Cokes a day. I'm surprised the man has not dropped dead from a heart attack yet. 12 Cokes a day. I think Diet Cokes, but that's still bad. 12 of them. But it explains why he's so fat. I tell you what, Huey Khalid X, if he keeps eating the way that he does with fast food every single day, you can count on him seeing an early grave. There is no way he can keep that up. Oh yeah, they've always been undercounting us. They have to do it. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Sonny. He's a reflection of white America. He is what white America is. Absolutely. Yeah, two fillet of fish, two Big Macs. He likes KFC all the time. I'm like, okay, so this man that claims he's a billionaire, he likes to eat the same junk as the poor people. Okay. You would think, with his amount of money, which I don't believe he has. I really don't. You would think he would want the organic and the best foods out here, but not him. He wants to be down here with the junk. Well, with the amount of junk food he eats, probably is from all his Big Mac residue all over the White House. Big Mac crumbs. I don't believe Trump is a billionaire, the radical home goddess. I believe he overinflates his wealth. I don't believe he's a billionaire. I seriously don't. I don't really believe the Trumps have that much money. But his ego just makes him get on TV and boast about everything he has. I think he has a lot of property, but as far as actual wealth, I don't believe he's as wealthy as he claims. I really don't. Well, Void, there are a lot of people in New York that did work for Trump. And Trump would say things like, you should do the work for free because of who I am. Now, if you have a lot of money, would you be saying stuff like that? They said Trump will skip out on a bill in a heartbeat. If that is really truly the case, then this man, he's doing that because he really don't have a lot of money. I'm serious. He's doing that. But, I have read stories all throughout the years where Trump would hire contractors and stuff to do work. And when it comes time for them to get paid, he would just say things like, well, you should do it for free because of who I am. Who the hell cares who he is? When somebody do work, they want to get paid. But that's the kind of stuff he has done. And he has a reputation of skipping out on bills and not paying them. So that tells me when I see stuff like that, this man really don't have the wealth that he's claiming. I don't care about that, Sheldon. I don't care about the guy that got executed by the white cop. White on white crime as far as I'm concerned. Why should I cry over him when we have countless black men that have been killed by cops? I mean, and you got to also look at Trump couldn't get loans with any other bank except for a Russian bank. That was the only bank that gave him a loan. All of the other banks where he applied would not give him a loan. That right there should tell you something wasn't right. Trump don't have no money. He doesn't have the wealth that he claims. Believe me, this man is inflating his wealth big time. All right, I'm going to put, just in case some of you that came later, I'm going to put Antonio's email again. All right, I'm going to put his email. All right. All right. So just get in touch with him if you are interested in doing an app. Right. There's a lot of black people, even you got to understand, we talk about the illegal Mexicans a lot, but there's a lot of black people in this country that are here illegally too, and they don't want to be counted, for fear of being deported. So yeah, we have always been a very undercounted group. Plus, they want to undercount us, because everything with them is a psychological thing. They always want to give you the illusion that they're way big. Oh, you can't take us on. We are way big. You're only 13% of the population. You're this little speck here. And it doesn't make any sense. If we were the little speck that they're claiming, then why are they so overly concerned with us? They are, because we are way bigger than what they're telling us. Way bigger. And plus they're too concerned about what we do all the time. And that's another indicator that we're way bigger than what they're telling us. They want to always keep their eye on us because they're afraid of the awakening that's taken place. They are petrified of our awakening. Like I said, just look at the history with our ancestors. When did they go over the top with their anger? Whenever Black towns were prospering, right? So we know our prosperity is what they absolutely can't stand. So that's the direction we go in. We go in the direction of prosperity because that's what they hate the most. They do not want to see us prosper because that means we will pass them in no time. But see, being that we are in the age of information technology, it's nothing for them to come and burn down anymore. Now you can start online businesses or do businesses through apps. They can't come and burn you down anymore. And once you put your app out there, they don't know what race you are. They have no idea, not unless you voluntarily tell them, who you are. They have no idea. So then, how do they stop you? How do they stop you if they don't know whether that app is owned by someone Black or not? They can't stop you. So, we can still prosper, but you take it in another direction. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a physical store for them to try to infiltrate and take away from you. When you have your own website or you have your own app, there's nothing for them to take away because they can't figure out what you have in the first place. Exactly. They can try to do it, but see, that's why I was trying to get you in the way of the apps. That way, everything is on the smartphone. So no matter what they do on the internet, they're not going to regulate the smartphone in that kind of way. So get your apps out there, get them up and running, and just have your little your venture on the side that you can run exclusively on your own. Black owned, Black operated. Exactly. We have long should have gotten on code. But our ancestors have already showed us what upsets them the most, and that is our prosperity. That's what upsets them the most. So since we know that, that's what we do. You know what, Q Congress 83? I don't believe she's going to divorce him. I think she's praying that he's going to just drop dead and then she rake in whatever wealth that's there. I think she's just waiting for him to drop dead. I really do. The rate that he's eating, she know he don't have too much longer. Yeah, well, Detroit lives. That's that white fragility. Yeah, we can discuss stuff like that. I think that's the direction we need to go in. That way, everybody can start doing something that, that's you can do and it won't interfere if you have another job or you're doing a full-time job. Yeah. No, he never exercised Helen Short. That's the thing. They went from one extreme to the next. Obama exercised every day. Trump don't exercise at all. He's just fat. Yeah, I saw that it's okay to be white. Sonny, when has it not been okay to be white in America? It's just stupidity. You know what it is? It's a cry for attention. That's all. They're being attention whores again. Exactly. He's never had common sense, Cap. Come on. Look at the history of Donald Trump. He's never had a shred of common sense. And the thing is, Daryl is working on getting Black Spot updated, and that should be up and running. That's another place we can come together and meet as far as, talking business again, especially after you have your apps up and running. Then we can talk about more things that we can do, to move forward. I mean, we don't exactly have to talk on YouTube. YouTube is one of many places that we can talk on. Oh, I'm not surprised. He messed that up so badly. How could you not mock him? I mean, it was truly embarrassing watching him do that handshake, and then the way he had that goofy expression on his face, looking like he was trying to go to the bathroom. That was just pathetic. You're not the only one talk about her and the Secret Service men. You know what, the true royal family, I bet they don't even sleep in the same bed. I bet you see she sleeps in a whole different room for him. Who the hell wants to sleep with somebody that may have some shit leaking from a diaper? All right. So what we'll do is we'll meet again. This is Tuesday, maybe like somewhere around Saturday. We'll come back together and do another live stream. And we'll talk a little further. I'll see if Antonio will come on and talk to you directly. And see if, he can answer some of your questions that you may have as far as creating an app. So I'll see if he'll have some time on Saturday, and we'll take it from there. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you are on my channel and one of my subscribers. It's always good to have more people. Always good. I mean, like 40% of my audience, they listen, but they're not subscribed. So it's good. Come on and subscribe. The more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. All right. So those of you, if you did not catch the address, just reach out to me on my email. You can see my email on any of my videos. Just click on it and just let me know you need the email address or whatever, and I will send it to you. And then you can get in direct contact with Antonio. Oh, absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. All right. So we will get together again over the weekend and enjoy the rest of your evening, your night, I should say. Shalom, family.